what it was. You know who it is, and you tuned in with Priceless Knowledge yourself, and I came to bring you a little cosmic insight this evening. Hey, our discussion this evening is going to be centered around those of us that have Venus and Scorpio in our natal chart. And before I get all the way into that, I'm going to give y'all a little bit about what the planet Venus is in astrology and also the meaning of the sign Scorpio in astrology. So let's go ahead and kick that out, man. Venus is the second planet from the sun. It's never 47 degrees away from the sun. It's feminine energetically. It rules the signs of Libra and Taurus, and also the 7th and the 2nd houses of the zodiac. And for me, y'all, you know, Venus is all about pleasure, especially pleasure shared with another individual in particular. This planet concerns itself with love, romance, harmony, money, marriages, friendships, business partnerships, beauty. You know, Venus is about spreading happiness and tenderness. And it's also all about learning to love and appreciate the things that we possess. It's about the arts and kind of each individual person's sense of the aesthetic. Venus really wants us to indulge our senses, you know, and kind of revel in the beauty of the universe. For me, it's really inextricably linked to like classy things and refinement, culture, charm, you know, grace. Venus is about love in a way, but, you know, kind of superficially. You know, this planet kind of deals with pleasures we derive from our possessions, y'all. Luxuries of any kind are pleasing to Venus, and its energy really asks us to appreciate the exquisite. Venus, you know, it lives in a very sensual, not necessarily sexual, but a very sensual world. And, you know, the sign of Scorpio, it's the 8th sign of the zodiac. It rules the 8th house, and this is fixed water. You know, Scorpio is ruled by the planets Pluto and Mars. It rules the genitals and even the bowels. And its mantra is, I transform. So, y'all, for me, the Scorpio zodiac sign is all about beginnings and endings. And, you know, it's really not afraid of either one, to be frank. It travels in the world of black and white, and they don't got much use for gray areas. Scorpionic curiosity is like almost absolutely immeasurable, and it kind of wants to ineptly investigate. It loves to probe and get to the very bottom of shit, you know, and due to Pluto's influence being instigated by like Martian action and then this keen intuition that comes along with it, you know, it really adds to that dynamic. And Scorpio for me is all about plumbing life's depths in the shadows and uncovering hidden truths so you can obtain power from it, you know. And so what happens when you have Venus here, you know, Venus and Scorpio in your natal chart? Okay. People with Venus and Scorpio, you know, they value intense emotional depth and complete possession. In a personal relationship, they really want to bond completely and, you know, really desire absolute total devotion. They tend to be the most attracted to people who engage them. You know, people who ain't afraid to look them in their eye and draw them in with raw emotion. You know, that's really kind of enticing and exciting to them. You know, Venus and Scorpio people, like, they really, really feel extremely deeply and passionately, and they desire that in return. And, you know, so much so that they might even prefer a relationship that's, you know, argumentative and turbulent over something that might come across as, you know, stress-free and superficial and easygoing. You know, this is extremely sexual placement, you know, but nothing is even remotely satisfying to them without emotional depth. You know, if a Venus in Scorpio is truly interested in you, they're going to try their hardest to get in your head, man, and see how you tick and know you completely, because they're going to possess you, you know. And I'm going to tell you off the rip, you know, you can't expect the same openness from them in return. You know, if you do attempt to get them to open up to you the same way that they're going to make you open up to them, it's going to be futile, you know, because they simply do not trust. And they're going to be extremely guarded and defensive of those feelings, because it might even be to protect you, you know, because if they do let you in, they are going to possess you completely. You know, people with this placement natally, they really want and crave intimacy, you know, especially sexually, because that is really pretty much the ultimate in emotional closeness, merging, and possession. But even deeper than just, you know, a physical and sexual relationship, they want to know that you are theirs. And, you know, if they can't have that, they ain't gonna fool with you for too long. And for them to, you know, quantify your commitment to them, they really want to understand you. And this ain't really an intellectual understanding. This is an understanding based on deep feeling. You know, they detest, you know, the emptiness of lying words and physical acts, you know, performed in hollow fashion. A Venus in Scorpio is a person that, you know, they can look you in your eye and know what kind of day you had without you saying the motherfucking thing. You know, they want to be able to read your soul, you know, without using words. And, you know, these people really desire a love so deep to the point of vulnerability that sometimes they themselves can't even handle that. And that, you know, they might even resort to manipulation sexually, or even trying to control you, because they pretty much feel like if they can steer the ship, it won't sink. You know, control makes them feel safe from harm, but, you know, this definitely can always not work out in somebody's favor, you know, because it's really too impossible to control anybody, y'all. And, you know, when shit gets as intimate and as real as shit can get, when you're fooling with a Venus in Scorpio, you know, people are gonna probably get hurt in the process, and it's kind of inevitable. But, you know, you need to understand that their feelings are extremely authentic, and they have a love that is so deep that they might just kill you behind it if you play with them. You know, they just might take you out the game for playing with their emotions. So they just not somebody to be played with. And they're not for everybody, because you got to come at them real. And, you know, if you do hurt a Venus in Scorpio, they ain't going to take no prisoners. It's probably not going to be a good thing to do. So, like, they're the type of people that if you can't handle that, you just need to stay out their way, man. Because they do have a love that is real. They do have a love that is deep, you know. But if you ain't ready to bring it to that level that they got it on, boy, you in a world of trouble. Hey, man. It's Venus and Scorpio. I want to thank everybody for the support, man. If you're fooling with me, please like, share, and subscribe. If you need any astrological readings, please hit me up in the comments below, or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. Hey, man. Just get some priceless knowledge yourself. I love all y'all.